The West Richland woman charged in the murder of her ex-husband appeared in Benton County Superior Court yesterday. We'll tell you the next steps in this case. And Benton County homeowners are getting notices that the value of their property is a lot higher than last year. We're getting answers from the county assessor.
And folks, a beautiful start to your weekend with changes on the way next week. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the weekend.
Yes, it is Friday.
Here, our final weekend of summer.
Oh, that is crazy.
As we hit autumn a week from today, a week more or less from today. It's going to be next Friday evening. But we've had lovely conditions pretty much all this week, and it continues into our weekend. Let's take a look outside, and folks starting to wake up, just a few cars out there on the highway, and we're going to be expecting to see another nice day, and our temperatures are continuing to just slowly move upward. So we're in the upper 80s today for Yakima. Ample sunshine throughout our areas, and we're just going to see those conditions continue into our weekend. Light winds as well, and we are definitely staying dry. So as we move along into tomorrow, lower 90s, upper 80s for all of our areas. That should persist into Sunday. We'll start to see a little bit of cloud coverage come in as we get to our Sunday evening and into Monday. But by Monday, we're going to see much cooler temperatures on the way. So do get ready for pretty chilly conditions comparatively. About a 20-degree drop from what we see tomorrow into our Wednesday of next week. So more weekend sun, warming trend, much cooler next week. I'll tell you all about it with much more details in my forecast. That's coming right up, but for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. The West Richland woman accused in the murder of her ex-husband appeared in Benton County Superior Court yesterday morning. 36-year-old Shanna Gardner is charged with first-degree murder in the killing of 33-year-old Jared Bridegan in Florida last year. The states of Washington and Florida are currently working on the extradition process. However, the paperwork has not been finalized yet, so another hearing has been set for October. Gardner's husband has also been arrested in the case and is facing a murder charge. He's pleading not guilty. An acquaintance of the couple pleaded guilty to shooting Bridegan. Florida prosecutors say he has agreed to testify against the couple. Gardner's next court date is scheduled for October 5th. Yakima police say they will not be providing any new information about a shooting near Eisenhower High School this week that required a 14-year-old to be airlifted to Harborview Medical Center for treatment. This after police announced the arrest of a 15-year-old boy in relation to the shooting. Investigators say they were able to follow leads and tips from witnesses to identify the alleged shooter, but have yet to identify the driver. The teen was arrested at a home in the Lower Valley and is being charged with first-degree assault, drive-by shooting, and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. We do not have an update on the condition of the shooting victim. We continue to track two fires in the Yakima River Canyon that started earlier this week. Both the Rosa Slope and South Slope fires are now considered 90% contained as of last check. Fire officials say they've made so much progress that crews were actually able to do some training exercises yesterday during the fire response. It's not clear yet how the fires started Tuesday. They've burned more than 500 acres so far. The Benton County assessor sent out the annual notice this week that your home value might be changing at the start of the year. Many people took to social media saying their value had gone up tens of thousands of dollars from the year prior. If you're worried about your property taxes rising, that may or may not be the case. Benton County Assessor Bill Spencer explains that an increase in home value does not always result in higher taxes.
Now, because your home value goes up doesn't necessarily mean your property taxes go up. They're not one for one. Sometimes your property values go up and your taxes go down. It just depends on how equally we're treating everybody, so that you're not taking my property tax burden and I'm not taking yours.
Spencer says during the years of COVID-19, the assessor's office took a measured approach to home value, and because of this, Benton County fell behind where the state wanted the county at. He says they're now catching up, and that is why there's more of an increase than normal. Coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from some concerned homeowners about how they feel about their change of value notices. Several vehicle prowls and burglaries are under investigation in Prosser. Prosser police say someone broke into multiple vehicles in the areas of Malibu Drive, Southwest Calendron Drive, and Rio Bravo Street. In addition to theft, the break-in damaged the vehicles. Using security camera video, police have gotten pictures of a suspect described as wearing a black baseball hat, black shirt, black shorts, and white shoes. If you have information that can assist the investigation, contact the non-emergency line at 509-628-0333. An important event to assist veterans will take place in Walla Walla this weekend. The annual Veterans Stand Down runs Saturday from 9 to 2 at VFW Post 992 in Walla Walla. This event will offer information on VA services and supports such as housing, employment, mental health services, and veterans benefits. Lunch is provided. Pre-registration has already closed, but walk-ins are welcomed. Anyone needing more information can call 509-524-2936 and ask for Wendy Chang. Hundreds of Yakima Valley residents flocked to the Valley Mall in Union Gap yesterday morning for the grand opening of Nordstrom Rack. It's the latest new addition in the Valley Mall. Efforts to keep people shopping and spending locally instead of going out of town. The big name store has designer clothes, handbags, makeup, and 13,000 pairs of shoes at discounted prices. There are also 50 new employees and opportunities for seasonal employment with the holidays coming up.
And we have, that luxury aspect of retail that people have had to drive to Seattle or Spokane or just leave the valley for. And now you can drive 10 minutes instead of 2 hours.
Nordstrom Rack will be open from 10 to 9 Monday through Friday and 11 to 7 on Sunday. Oil prices continue to rise. In fact, this marks the first time in 10 months that oil has reached $90 a barrel. Drivers now face rising fuel costs as the summer driving season has ended. Part of this is due to Saudi Arabia and Russia, which surprised the market last week by extending supply reductions through the end of the year. Also, flooding in Libya has disrupted supply there. Higher oil prices remain meaningful to the overall economy because they increase inflation. The national average for gasoline has hit $3.86 according to AAA. Washington's average is much higher at $5.05. That's down from a week ago, but still higher than a year ago. Tri-Cities drivers will pay $4.91, Yakima drivers will pay $4.80, and Walla Walla drivers will pay $5.09 a gallon on average. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, we've made it to the weekend, everyone, and we got some more sunshine to talk about. A very nice start to your weekend, but will it continue into your weekend? I'll have the answers to my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And the Benton Franklin Health Department is investigating reports that a dog died after exposure to potentially contaminated water. What you need to know before you head to a riverside park. Next on Good Morning Northwest.
Bad Bunny, Karol G,
Maluma, Shakira,
Ricky Martin, Selena, Celia Cruz,
Peso Pluma,
Daddy Yankee,
J Balvin,
Jennifer Lopez.
This isn't a fad, this isn't a moment, we're here to stay forever.
Exactamente.
The Latin Music Revolution premieres tonight on ABC.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
At All City Transmission, we're proud to be American and proud sponsors of the Great American Flag Swap.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular. built for us.
Woods Nursery is a third-generation family-owned business serving the Tri-Cities since 1965. Right now is a great time to plant, and Woods has a wide variety of inventory with the most experienced people in the industry. Visit our beautiful facility with 5 acres of everything you could possibly need, and be sure to check out our gift shop. Woods Nursery thanks you and is looking forward to 50 more years. 2615 Van Giesen off the Bypass Highway in Richland.
McCurley got involved here a lot of years ago, probably over 25 years ago, with helping out the youth at our fairs. We have a lot of agriculture in this part of the country, a lot of farmers. We do 3 fairs, and it's just a great program that we'd like to contribute and be a part of. Just to see the effort they put into the program and just that smile on the face and thank yous. They always send us little baskets of candy or whatever, just thanking us to, thank you for buying my pig, thank you for buying my cow. It's just the excitement of seeing these kids, how grateful they are. So it's very rewarding for us. McCurley gives back. That's one thing we do. We're not just here to sell you cars, we're also here to give back and to be a part of that family, part of that connection community. I'm Joe Klein, I'm driving change at McCurley.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, the Benton Franklin Health District says they've gotten a report of a dog dying after exposure to water that might have been contaminated with toxic algae. The health district did not say where that exposure happened. The health district first reported toxic algae contamination at Howard Amon Swim Beach last month. Officials say contamination has only gotten higher since then, especially in clumps of algae along the river. The health district says the dog that died may have eaten some of the algae. The death is still under investigation, but we do know that even getting a mouthful of water contaminated with toxic algae can be enough to make people or animals sick. In some cases, the algae can be deadly, especially for pets that may try to lick themselves clean. Toxic algae contamination can present symptoms and even kill dogs within 20 minutes of contact. Exposure in animals will result in weakness, staggering, difficulty breathing, convulsions, and death. In humans, signs include numbness of the lips, tingling in the fingers, toes, and dizziness. The city of Walla Walla evacuated the Marcus Whitman Hotel downtown yesterday after reports of a smell of volatile chemicals coming from the basement. According to the city of Walla Walla, readings indicated potentially unsafe conditions in the basement. First responders have been able to locate the source of the fumes, but they have not been able to locate the source of the fumes, but they have narrowed down the source enough to confirm it's not propane or natural gas. The city says the building has been evacuated out of an abundance of caution. The Department of Ecology is providing assistance. DOE and cleanup company Clean Harbor crews are continuing the search for the source and makeup of the material. The city asked citizens to continue to avoid the area. Coming up, the United Auto Workers Union is on strike against Detroit's Big Three automakers, kicking off the most ambitious U.S. industrial labor action in decades. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Folks, that's coming right up. Stick with us.
It's time to celebrate the beauty of nature at the Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival. 2 big days, September 15th and 16th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Walla Walla Fairgrounds. Check out amazing quilts, see hourly demos, shop the vendors, and so much more. Enjoy both big days for just $8. Come meet nationally recognized quilter Karen Walker, plus local quilter Mona Himmelberger. So mark those calendars now, check out our website, and plan to attend this year's Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultima's fuel efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Get a low $329 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for 36 months on the Altima SR VC Turbo.
No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $5,500 on a new 2023 all-electric EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive. Now just $48,999. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
This is your home, where you do something new, where it becomes more than a place to stay, where they have their first day, where we share our favorite spots. This is where the big steps in life meet the small moments that make each day familiar. Like you, we call this place home. We're here to help you take the worry about how you get there, so you can focus on finding your way home. Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
An awesome flight over an awesome river. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to the weekend. Folks, taking a little while to warm up. Just a few folks on the highway there in Pasco. We are looking very nice, though, as we move into our morning and into our day, and a very nice final weekend of summer. And this could be our last truly hot days next couple of days. So if you're a sun worshiper or if you just love the heat, enjoy the next couple of days. Savor them. Could be the last for some time. So we are looking very nice conditions throughout our radar, and we're continuing to see clear skies continuing for the next couple of days at least. It looks like our next bout of even clouds will be coming as we get into Sunday evening into our Monday, and that's when we do expect to see cooler conditions to be coming into our area, much cooler temperatures. So again, folks, as I said, enjoy the heat while you can. So take a look at our current temperatures. We are cooler than we have been. Again, clear skies overnight. It's beautiful, but also it means we're going to have a chilly morning, and that's what we're seeing right now. We have some 40s in there. Other than that, mid to lower 50s. But still, folks, a very nice day is ahead as we continue to warm up. We've been warming up slightly every day for the past couple of days, and we're going to continue that into tomorrow and stay right there, upper 80s, lower 90s for most of our cities as we get into our weekend. But then a big drop off. Okay, so by Monday, we'll be in the mid 80s, lower 80s. Then by Wednesday, lower 70s, almost a 20-degree drop from Saturday to Wednesday. So much cooler temperatures are on the way. So some folks are going yay, and some folks are not. So a little bit for everybody in the week ahead. So wind speeds, they are very light, and we expect to see light winds continuing through Saturday. They're going to slightly pick up Sunday, Monday, right around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at times. So a little bit of breeze action coming in. Well, folks, we got more Cougar football at Pullman coming up on Saturday. Tomorrow, kickoff is at 2 o'clock. They're playing the University of North Colorado Bears. No, I haven't heard of them either, but it is looking very nice for the game, very hot. So dress for hot conditions, plenty of sunshine, even for your drive home. So should be a good day for the Cougs in Pullman. So our highs today are in the upper 80s throughout, 88 for Yakima, even 87 for Ellensburg. Over in the Mid-Columbia, even 90 degrees for Hermiston, our hot spot today. And in the Blue Mountain region, upper 80s. 7-day forecast, and folks, we'll be staying warm through Sunday, then that cool down coming. Could even see a little bit of shower activity next week. We're keeping a close eye on that. Overnight lows also returning to the 40s Tuesday, late night. In the Tri-Cities area, 91 by Saturday, our apex, down to 71 on Wednesday. So folks, we're going to be all over the place temperature rise for the next 7 days. But into our weekend, we are staying warm. The sunshine is sticking with us, and we are looking at light winds. So it should be a wonderful weekend until we get to next week. Oh, weekend will be great, but next week, do get prepared for those cooler temperatures. Enjoy your last weekend of summer.
Now to the historic coordinated strike against Detroit's big three auto companies all at once. Thousands of United Auto Worker Union members walked off the job in 3 states after failing to reach new labor deals with the big three by midnight Thursday. The union's demands include pay raises and pension plans for new hires. More now from ABC's Justin Finch.
We are the union! Overnight, the United Auto Workers Union launching a targeted strike, leaving their jobs and launching picket lines.
This is our generation's defining moment.
UAW President Shawn Fain announcing the union's first simultaneous work stoppage against Detroit's big three automakers. About 13,000 members began pickets at assembly plants for GM in Wentzville, Missouri, Stellantis in Toledo, Ohio, and Ford in Wayne, Michigan. The UAW not ruling out expanding its strike sites.
This strategy will keep the companies guessing.
The union fighting for higher wages and better benefits, including more paid time off, pensions for newer hires, and retiree pay raises.
We don't want to strike, but we also want a fair contract.
The UAW at an impasse with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, the Chrysler and Jeep automaker. Ford and GM only offering about half of the 40% pay raise the union is demanding. Ford CEO Jim Farley asked about his 40% pay increase since the last contract and workers' demands.
We are offering an incredible, unprecedented increase. All they want is for everyone to make $300,000. That's not sustainable.
Automakers say they're facing extraordinary financial pressures as they build electric and gas-powered vehicles and fear labor costs could drive up vehicle prices above their foreign auto competitors.
Evening that the president has discussed the ongoing negotiations with the UAW president and the big three automakers' leadership. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's a beloved annual tradition making a return to the Tri-Cities. We're talking about the kickoff to Sausage Fest next.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Are you in the doghouse again? Do you need more than just flowers? Buds and blossoms too. We're your one-stop shop for putting smiles back on the faces of the people you love. Drop by, call us, or visit our website for same-day local flower delivery. Buds and blossoms too. Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Youth Ride Free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo. Show it to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
These dancing stars are ready to turn it up.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars.
Live September 26th.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get Get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Do you love trucks? At Spec Buick GMC, so do we. And that's why we're having our Truck Fest sale all month long. We've got the largest selection of new GMC Sierra 1500s in Eastern Washington. And we now have the all-new 2024 Sierra heavy-duty trucks with 36,000-pound max towing capacity. Need a pre-owned truck? We have what you're looking for with more than 80 in stock. Save big this September during Truck Fest. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air. Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Christ the King Catholic School had its 47th annual chicken dance yesterday morning to kick off the start of the highly anticipated Sausage Fest.
And our own Stacey Lee actually got to judge the chicken dance competition. Check this out. The directors of volunteers and fundraising say it is the third largest event that the Tri-City hosts every year.
47 years ago, a group of people said, what can we do to raise funds? And they started the very first Sausage Fest, which was tiny, and now it's grown to the third largest event in the Tri-Cities. It's affordable and it's family friendly. Yeah, it's awesome.
Looks like they're having a good time. And if you missed out yesterday morning, the actual Sausage Fest event starts this afternoon, taking place from 5 p.m. until 11, and again on Saturday from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Sounds good. I could use a little sausage. Fantastic. Folks, let's take a look outside. The weather is going to be nice for your Sausage Fest, for your weekend, but big changes coming next week. All of your First Alert weather forecast coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the U.S. is facing another potential government shutdown, and the clock is ticking. And President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, has been indicted on felony gun charges.
In today's Tech Bites, a big change for Google Chromebooks. Starting next year, Chromebooks will be eligible for 10 years of security updates instead of the current 8. Chromebooks released in 2021 or later will automatically receive the updates. The update is optional for older computers. There's a new source to find the nation's most popular songs. TikTok and Billboard have created the TikTok Billboard Top 50. It tracks the most streamed and most shared tunes on the platform. Ratings are based on a combination of creations, views, and user engagement. Honda just unveiled an electric scooter inspired by its predecessor from the 80s. The scooter can travel 12 miles on a single charge and plugs into a regular outlet. It weighs 41 pounds and collapses like a folding table. The scooter debuts in November for under $1,000. Is it your civic duty to get a Honda scooter, or should you do so on your own accord? Those are your Tech Bites.
I'm so glad we did this.
I'm so glad we did this.
I'm so glad we did this.
I'm so glad we did it!
I'm so
glad we did this.
Life is for living. Let's partner for all of it.
I'm so glad we did this.
Edward Jones.
Pain hits fast, so get relief fast. Only Tylenol Rapid Release Gels have laser-drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. And now, get max strength topical pain relief precisely where you need it with new Tylenol Precise.
NFL Plus. I catch live, local, and primetime games on my phone. And I catch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon on NFL Red Zone.
Catch it all and start streaming NFL Plus today. Plans start at $6.99 a month.
The United States economy is on the ropes again as yet another government shutdown is looming. And President Biden's son Hunter has formally been indicted on felony gun charges.
Folks, a beautiful start to your weekend with changes on the way next week. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine, and again, welcome to the final weekend of summer. So, Jill, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you prefer fall or autumn?
Oh, I don't know if I have a preference. Autumn sounds so classy.
It does sound classy. Any word with an MN right after each other, you know it's going to be classy. Unless it's the D word. But we are looking at beautiful conditions as we move into our next couple of days. But then big changes coming as we get to next week, as we are going to definitively cool down. But not today. Beautiful conditions. My goodness, we're going to be in those upper 80s today for, yeah, come on. We've just been steadily warming up since about Tuesday. Monday we were mid 80s, then it started to cool off a bit. Now it's starting to warm back up. We're going to warm up just a little more into our Saturday and Sunday. So beautiful conditions are on the way. 87 year high for the Tri-Cities. Just lovely. Light winds as well. Light winds will continue into tomorrow. Then we'll see some slight winds starting to build up on Sunday. Really around 10 or so miles per hour, but that's way heavier than we've been seeing. Just nominal winds for the past couple of days. So what are we looking at? More weekend sunshine. Should be a just gorgeous weekend. Warming trend continues, but much cooler next week. About a 20-degree drop from what we're seeing tomorrow to what we're seeing by next Wednesday. I'll get you prepared for all of that in my forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
The U.S. economy is facing another headache. In addition to the United Auto Workers Union strike and ongoing inflation concerns, the threat of yet another potential government shutdown is looming, and the deadline is getting closer by the minute. John Lawrence reports.
Washington, D.C. is once again staring into the face of a financial dilemma. If some sort of deal isn't made by the end of the month, the government will have to close its doors.
We're going to get this done. Nobody wins in a government shutdown.
Not everyone is as optimistic as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, including Republican Rep. Ralph Norman of South Carolina.
Let's get through this budget debate. Let's get through the spending shutdown, which is going to happen, and then we'll see.
President Joe Biden, while promoting his namesake economic policy, Bidenomics, blasted the Republicans for what he calls Maganomics.
They tell you what they're against. What are they for? It's like they want to keep it a secret. I don't blame them.
The White House says Congress should move forward with the bipartisan agreement voted on and approved earlier this year.
A deal is a deal. They should keep their word, and they should keep the government open.
In the meantime, the clock is still ticking.
What we're basically proposing is that there's no travel money. There'll be an automatic renewal of a continuing resolution every 2 weeks until we get a solution.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The White House wants Congress to pass a short-term measure while negotiations continue, but the GOP doesn't seem inclined to do that. A government shutdown would start October 1st if a new bill isn't passed. Yesterday, the special counsel in charge of investigating Hunter Biden filed felony gun charges against him that could result in 25 years behind bars if he's convicted. The indictment accuses Hunter Biden of lying when he purchased a gun and of having a gun in the first place, which is not allowed when you're a drug user. Back in July, Hunter was ready to plead guilty to tax crimes to avoid prosecution on the gun charges, but a judge rejected that proposed deal.
Obviously, the judge didn't like the plea deal, and that happens sometimes. The judge just doesn't think that the punishment is harsh enough based on what the charges are. Looking at the new indictment, though, they look like ticky-tack charges. They're not something that the federal government typically brings.
Not only is it fairly unusual for drug users to be charged with illegal gun possession unless it's part of a list of other crimes. Last month, the federal appeals court overturned a different case, saying that the government shouldn't ban someone from having guns if their only crime is illegal drug use. The ruling technically only impacts Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas, but the legal precedent could play a factor in other cases like the one against Hunter Biden. Meanwhile, former President Trump will not go to trial in Georgia next month, along with 18 other people, all charged with trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Yesterday, a judge decided to split the cases so that the two people who wanted a speedy trial will go to court on October 23rd. Everyone else, including former President Trump, will go on trial at a later date, and they could be split into even smaller groups. Some are also fighting to have their cases moved to federal court. Prosecutors had asked to put all 19 people on trial together because they're all facing the same charges, and each trial is expected to take months as it is. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Folks, we've made it to the weekend. Happy Friday morning, and we have a very nice day ahead, but we'll stick around for our weekend. I'll be answering my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And one of the most popular boy bands of all time is back, but was it just a one-off or are they coming back for more? We'll get into that next on Good Morning Northwest.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's time to celebrate the beauty of nature at the Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival. 2 big days, September 15th and 16th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Walla Walla Fairgrounds. Check out amazing quilts, see hourly demos, shop the vendors, and so much more. Enjoy both big days for just $8. Come meet nationally recognized quilter Karen Walker, plus local quilter Mona Himmelberger. So mark those calendars now, check out our website, and plan to attend this year's Walla Walla Valley Quilt Festival.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory, from furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
The man of the hour has arrived.
Let the journey begin.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,200 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now $38,699. Or get 2.49% interest for up to 72 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Fancy Feast. Chef inspired. Cat adored. Every silky broth. Every impeccable pate. Every delicious detail brings you and your cat closer together. Fancy Feast. Love is in the details.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
All right, folks. Well, bye. It turns out it was a lie. America's most, or second most, depending on who you ask, popular boy band NSYNC is back. And now Middle-Aged Man Band has released a 40-second tease of a brand new song. It's the first time they've recorded in 21 years. The song Better Place doesn't signify a new album, at least not yet. It's from the soundtrack of the upcoming Trolls Band Together movie. NSYNC member Justin Timberlake voices one of the characters in that film. Anxious fans can hear it at TakeYouToABetterPlace.com. It comes 2 days after NSYNC made a surprise appearance together at the MTV Video Music Awards. They were there to present elated fan Taylor Swift an award. Real Time is returning. Bill Maher says his HBO show is coming back without writers who continue to be on strike. The comedian says he will honor the strike by doing his program without a monologue and other longtime aspects, including his editorials and New Rules segment. The show has been off the air for 5 months, and according to a tweet from Maher, quote, "It is time to bring people back to work." Maher also admits that his writer-free shows will reach the standards of his previous shows. This announcement from Maher comes shortly after Drew Barrymore's namesake syndicated program was picketed by the Writers Guild of America after she said she is planning to continue production.
There's a distinction between Bill Maher and the others because he is a Writers Guild member. The others, I believe, are SAG members, and they may have waivers to do the shows, I'm not sure. But he's a Writers Guild member, and he's going back to work. It has been a long, hot summer, and it's not just writers and actors that are out there. It is anyone who works on a crew can't work right now. Anyone who works around the industry, the restaurants, around the studios, we are all suffering a lot because of this work stoppage. Someone like Bill Maher, he can sustain himself better than most during a struggle like this. And yet we're a union. This is the leverage that we have, is we're exercising our power by withholding our work, and he should be doing the same.
Coming up, we're hearing from investigators tracking down young teens accused of a potentially dangerous crime spree. And I'll return next with your First Alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your weekend. It's going to be nice. That's coming right up.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
McCurley got involved here a lot of years ago, probably over 20, 25 years ago, with helping out the youth at our fairs. We have a lot of agriculture in this part of the country, a lot of farmers. We do 3 fairs, and it's just a great program that we'd like to contribute and be a part of. Just to see the effort they put into the program, and just that smile on the face and thank yous. They always send us little baskets of candy or whatever, just thanking us to, thank you for buying my pig, thank you for buying my cow. It's just the excitement of seeing these kids, how grateful they are. So it's very rewarding for us. McCurley gives back. That's one thing we do. We're not just here to sell you cars, we're also here to give back and to be a part of that family, part of that connection community. I'm Joe Klein, I'm driving change at McCurley.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
Follow the allure of mystical money at Legends Casino Hotel, where we're giving away $30,000 every Thursday in September. Magically earn entries by using your Legends Rewards card when playing your favorite slot machines, and you could be destined to win $3,000, $8,000, or $10,000 every Thursday in September. It doesn't take winged sandals to get here. Just get here for $120,000 in mystical money, only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Granting a wish is a powerful thing. My relationship with Make-A-Wish began 14 years ago. We put on a small car show here at the dealership. We generated $4,600, and 14 years later, we cumulatively now have a total of $1.14 million we've done for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm lucky to have a position that affords me the opportunity to work with some fantastic people throughout Eastern Washington. They understand our motivation to support the community, and they truly want to support the community. Granting a wish is a powerful thing. You see the laughter, you see the smile. Being a part of that, you can't walk away from that. You want to help another child, and that's been my motivation for years. When a lot of people come together, to me, that's community, and that's home.
Find your way home in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of our favorite dishes here is the Keto Bowl. It's loaded with delicious vegetables such as squash, zucchini, broccoli, and then you get to pick your protein, such as smoked Polish sausage, chicken, shrimp, or steak. Another favorite dish we have here is our meatball sub. You have to try this. It is delicious. We love to get to know each customer, and we want you to feel like family when you're here. We can't wait to see you at the Village Bistro.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. We have a sparkler on the way again today. What a week we've had, and it's going to continue into Saturday, Sunday, but changes are afoot as we head into our next week. As we just count down those days, we are a week away from the autumnal equinox, so fall hits to next week in the evening hours on Friday. So looking at our radar, we just are looking lovely. Again, perfect time over the weekend to do maybe a little astronomy, get the telescopes out. Should be clear and pretty warm overnight, though we are seeing a little bit cooler temperatures overnight. Our futurecast, we have clear skies throughout our weekend. We'll see a little bit of cloud coverage start to form as we get to our Sunday evening, and that will persist into Monday. But until then, we are looking just beautiful, and it's going to continue for the next couple, but more cloud coverage next week. So enjoy the temperatures as well for the next couple of days. We're looking to cool down significantly next week, and we may not see these temperatures. I'm talking lower 90s, upper 80s again. We are a little chilly this morning than we have been due to, well, clear skies. Nothing to hold in the day's heat, so we're starting to cool down pretty well overnight. Lower 50s, upper 40s, even 43 in Ellensburg. Folks, that's 11 degrees off of the freezing mark. So in our temperature trend, we are going to be staying warm for our weekend. Then by Monday, we're going to start that cool down into our next work week. And yes, that is a 20-degree drop from Saturday to Wednesday. So again, if you like the heat, you're in luck for the next few days. If you like cooler temperatures, you're in luck next week. So a little something for everyone for the week ahead. So wind speeds, they are light. They're going to continue to be light for the next couple of days. But as we get to Sunday, we'll see them, especially in the evening, start to pick up. Still pretty nominal, but around 10 mile per hour, 15 mile per hour possible on Monday. And just a little bit more breeze as we head into our next work week as we're greeted by those cooler temperatures. All right, folks, we have Cougs football tomorrow. They're playing the University of Northern Colorado, the Bears, and they'll be starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And at kickoff and throughout the game, it is going to be quite warm, especially for Pullman. So dress appropriately, but if you're heading off to root on the Cougs, it should be very, very nice. Should be an easy win for them as well. So as we move into today, we are looking at upper 80s across the board as we are staying very, very warm and just slightly warmer for our weekend. Even 90 degrees in Hermiston in the Blue Mountain region, upper 80s. So folks, it's going to be a warm Friday ahead. 7-day forecast sticking in the upper 80s, lower 90s for your weekend. Then those cooler temperatures take grip Monday and especially into our work week. Looking at more sunshine next week, though we have a few chances of some showers. We're going to keep a close eye on that. Tri-Cities area, same story, staying warm for your weekend. Just lovely, then those cooler temperatures on the way. So folks, what a way to start your final weekend of summer. Some summer-like conditions with plenty of sun, light winds, and highs in the upper 80s, lower 90s. But this could be the last time we see those lofty temperatures for 2023. So enjoy it while you can.
Reactions continue across Seattle following the release of police body cam footage where you can hear an officer apparently mock the death of a 23-year-old woman who was hit by another officer's car in January. Now the Seattle Community Police Commission is speaking out. Natalie Swaby has the latest.
Community members say they want justice for John V. Kondula.
I was heartbroken. I was disgusted.
Those words after a week that started with the Seattle Police Department releasing this.
I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead.
A body-worn camera captures the voice of Detective Daniel Otterer 1 day after this 23-year-old graduate student was struck and killed by another officer's squad car as he was responding to an emergency, traveling 74 miles per hour, nearly 3 times the speed limit. Otterer, the vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, reportedly on a phone call with union president Mike Solon, appears to talk about what might happen if the victim's family sued the department.
Yeah, just write a check. Yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
In response today, Governor Jay Inslee said it's hard to think of more hurtful things to say to magnify the scope of an already terrible tragedy than what is said in that video.
What the community wants, what the police commission wants is a culture change at SPD.
Joel Merkel is with the Seattle Community Police Commission.
The most important thing is that the investigation is done fair and impartially.
After he said she's dead and he laughs, it's haunting me.
Dipali Jamwal owns a dance studio a block from where the fatal collision happened.
I just want everyone to come together and fight for justice for Janvi. She was one of us, and this feels too close to home.
Northeastern University, where Kandula was studying as a graduate student at the Seattle campus, will award her degree posthumously and present it to her family. A group of young teenagers has been arrested, accused of multiple crime sprees in Spokane County. Investigators say the 13 and 14-year-olds were stealing cars and Ring doorbell cameras and posting pictures and videos from the crimes on social media. Altogether, the first teens arrested are facing more than 26 felony charges.
They would crash one car in and absolutely destroy somebody's property and then jump in another stolen car and then leave again. This was surely going out and committing acts of almost terror on the community, from the way they're driving, the way the recklessness of it was just put everybody at danger.
Police say they believe other teens are committing similar crimes, and they say many of the parents they've interviewed so far had no idea what their children were up to. Police credit Spokane County's Kia Hyundai Auto Theft Task Force for giving them the opportunity to work together on the investigation. Washington State has barely kicked off the season, and already the Cougs have a target on their backs. Wazoo is ranked number 23, the first time the school has had a ranking since 2019. But head coach Jake Dickert says he isn't a fan of ranking teams this early in the season.
It is cool. It means a lot in recruiting. It shows the hard work that our guys have put in the dark, and to get recognized for that, I do think is important. Okay, but doesn't mean anything. I want to be ranked at the end.
Our preparation has to stay the same. Our work ethic has to stay the same, and our will to compete has to stay the same. If we let one ranking go to our head, we'll end up being not ranked anymore.
The Cougars face the Northern Colorado Bears at 2 Saturday afternoon in Pullman. When we come back, we're introducing you to a young philanthropist who donated all her birthday money to help special education students in her school.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Imagine coming into our country from having escaped war, persecution, maybe living in a refugee camp for years and years with no education, limited food, limited opportunity. That's where B5 comes in. So B5 is a community-based organization that works out of an apartment And we connect through education, relationships, and try to build community so that they can thrive in their new home. With more than 250 people coming into the Tri-Cities community each year, B5 is breaking ground on a new facility so that we can serve them with dignity and respect. And we need the community's help.
B5 Community Learning Center serves the Tri-Cities refugee and immigrant community. Make a donation towards the new community center or learn more at thriveatb5.org.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help. Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
Well, folks, let's head closer to home, and we have a very nice day ahead across the board. My goodness, 86-year high in Ellensburg, Vantage at 88. Plenty of sunshine throughout all of our areas, so just get ready for a sparkler of a day. Mid to upper 80s, Yakima Valley, Mid-Columbia, right there as well. Mostly 88s. That's a lot of 88s. I've never seen the number that many times. A lot of 88s also in the Blue Mountain region. Our friends in Boardman, back to the 80s at 81. Folks, get ready for a beautiful day. I'll get you updated on what you can expect for this nice weekend and a much cooler next work week. And my full forecast coming up.
A little girl near Montgomery, Alabama says a donation made her birthday extra happy. It's not something she received, but rather something she gave. Julia Avant reports she used her birthday money to buy supplies for her school's special education program.
Meet Libby Barrett. She's a third grader at Prattville Elementary School, and she just turned 8 years old. Typically, kids want new toys to celebrate their birthdays, but when Barrett was given $550, she gave it all away.
I really wanted these kids in this class to be really happy.
She used all her birthday money to help students in her school's special education program. She bought new toys, bean bags, cleaning supplies, and a brand new ABC rug.
Oh, we were excited because we don't have, the mats and stuff, so the rugs really help.
And Libby shared the happiness with her class, too. Both classes played together.
That is how we S-T-A-Y.
And chanted as one big family.
And the way that they're bonding with my class, that's just making my heart fill up with joy.
Her parents are blown away with their daughter's decision, and even they learned a valuable lesson.
There's a lesson not for just that generation, but our generation in all this. If 8-year-olds can think this way, why can't we think this way? Why can't 40-somethings and 50-somethings think this way?
You give to people, it makes them so happy, and you will feel much happier. You won't feel grumpy. You'll feel happy if you give and you don't receive.
Perfect.
That is so sweet.
This isn't the first time Libby has given back. Her father says she's been donating her birthday money since she was 5 years old.
Oh my goodness. Now that girl is going to do some really good things in this life.
We need more people like Libby. But I do have one question. She seems quite young, and she got $550 for her birthday.
Yeah, who's giving that kind of birthday money away?
Goodness gracious. I mean, again, I'm not taking anything away from her being so sweet, but wow, that's a lot of cash.
Maybe it's because they know it'll go to a good place.
Maybe that's it. I like